My name's Jamie Greenaway and I go to Wolverhampton BJJ. At that gym specifically 4 years. Under that gym I have won 3 medals, all from winning in MMA fights, which is about as far as I feel comfortable with going at this point. Personally, it's been more of getting my anxiety in check, getting my depression in check. When I'm there, it's like a whole different area, it's a whole different room, and it just makes me open up as a person. And to be honest with you, it's my way of release. I get to teach people, which is fabulous. Mentally, it can help you with a lot, especially release. It's just one big family, really. We all get on with each other. We all help each other. You never have to feel like you're second best. There's no favoritism. It's all just... It is essentially one of the best environments you can be in. I don't feel as vulnerable, due to that I do train pretty hard, and the different disciplines of MMA, it makes you feel less vulnerable, definitely more confident. It helps me deal with my outside relationships as well, because I'm not as frustrated, I'm not as easily agitated. My struggles before the gym was quite bad. I just didn't want to do anything, I couldn't get nowhere. So obviously I sat there and got invited to the gym. I did my first session, which was free, bearing in mind, which, so your first lesson free, I mean, you can't grumble about that. And I fell in love with it again. But comes all the good stuff, and there comes the serious stuff, and the stuff that you need to take into more consideration is your own mental health. And I started hearing things, I started having these other voices inside that was telling me horrible things.
They take me! Go and jump off a cliff. Go on, kill them. You know you want to. You are such a waste of space. Go and kill yourself. You are an absolute mistake. Kill them. You know you want to.
So my partner, she was the one that got on to the doctors, and we went through all the doctor's process, which is long, grueling, because there's waiting lists like no tomorrow. But eventually I was sent to Penn Hospital as an outpatient, and I got diagnosed from there with DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, which is multiple personality disorder. And from there they could treat me with the right medication, and it was just such a big relief when I could finally get my mental stage and my mental health put on the right track. And it's definitely been a big thing for me to finally get what I need for my mental health, so therefore I can progress more in the gym, and I can do bigger things, and I can get better things out of this. I have been promoted to coach in the gym as well. which that also helps because I love helping people. I always have. And to be honest, my mental struggles now, being on the right medication, it's definitely a lot better. I would definitely say that there is still a long way to go to be fully fresh. I mean, because you can never truly grow out of it. But for the start and for the rest of my life now, I can sit comfortably knowing that I've got everything I need. I've got the support that I need. No longer I've got the support at home from friends and family. I've got the support from the gym as well. They always ask how I am every time I come in. So to be on the right track now, just from as simple as going to a gym, and it's a big step. It's a really big step. Yeah. Before the gym, I was a big bundle of mess, especially when I lost my son. And for more context, my ex-partner took him away from me, just out of selfish spite really, and that set me on a big downward spiral to where I just didn't want to be around no more. I lost the main part of my life, which was my son. He was my little boy. He used to train with me. At the age of like 2, I started him, and by the age of 4, when he got taken away from me, it was probably one of the hardest and most challenging things that I've had to put up with, because I tried to fight for him, but due to my mental state at the time when I was going through it all, that didn't rock in my favour. So I kind of just took to the dark side, started self-harm, started beating myself up more mentally every day, drinking. It took a massive toll, and I was on Instagram at the time, and I noticed that this Wolves BJJ was coming up quite often, and how healthy the environment looked, and it seemed like somewhere where I'd love to be again, because at the age of 12 I did start, and then when I had my son at the age of 18, I stopped and focused more on him. But yeah, I saw Wolves BJJ on Instagram, and I thought I'd message the group. At the time I didn't know who I was talking to, so I asked his name or who's in charge, and it was Hugh. I asked him if I could, talk to him one-on-one, because I'm not very sociable. And he said, yeah, of course. He said, we can do it one-on-one. We can do it out of the way of people. He said, it's completely up to you. So it took me a good few weeks before I could actually get the courage to go down to the gym, because as I said, I was on a downward spiral of everything. When eventually I did go to the gym with extra push from friends and family, and from there I just knew Soon as I walked into that gym, the environment was healthy. It was welcoming. It was warm. It felt like a family. It's something like I could actually build and progress myself instead of beating myself up. And going back to where I used to train my son, being promoted to coach in the gym and teaching all the other kids that they're the same age as him, roughly the same age and a bit older, it kind of gives me like a nostalgia hit, and it's really comforting, because just to see the kids progress in the gym is like that proud father moment, and it's nice to see. Most of the kids now are winning gold medals, silver medals for the gym. They're just improving so much, and to be even just a little bit of that and a little part of it is just a big achievement in itself. To be honest with you, it is a lot more comforting being able to train the kids, because it does bring you that bit closer to the old times where I was looking after my son. I mean, it is good. It's a big thing, and it's a big thing for me. And my name's Jamie, and thank you very much for listening to my story.